This is my 1974 Ford Bronco, completely restored, frame off restoration. It's got less than 20,000 miles on it, and everything's been done to it essentially, all new panels for the most part. The underneath has been sandblasted, rust treated, fluid filmed, epoxy coated paint, and everything you would expect. It's got a brand new windshield, tinted windshield, green colored windshield, 5 brand new tires, all season tires. Has Eastwood burnout blue paint, which looks pretty much like the original Bronco color, believe it or not. Has the mile marker hubs. That the worn hubs are also included, but they were a little bit pitted, so anybody who wants to refurbish them, they would work fine. The headlights are halogen types, more modern, but original configuration. You could put seal beams back in if you're a real purist. The parking lights and everything are new. The engine is the original 302 Ford engine. Even with a low mileage, it's had new bearings. It's had a new clutch. Pressure plate was resurfaced. It has a double row timing chain now, and new belts, of course, and the radiator is brand new, aluminum 3-row. It runs sweetly, and has a $1,000 upgrade for the power brakes, disc brakes in the front, new alternator, new starter. The plumbing for the heater hoses have been modified somewhat to keep it from rubbing on the inner fenders. The battery is new. Everything is pretty new or reconditioned, the best anybody could do. The truck also has the original jack in its original location. And the jacking equipment. I've spent about 2,000 hours or more working on this truck, and I know what people are fussy about. One of the things is the doors, which I did the best I could to try to get them to open and close as best as possible. And they seal as best as possible. The interior is all new and custom carpeting, commercial grade carpeting with lots of insulation. This truck is so quiet going down the road you won't believe it. And I'll show you the detail of that. There is foam encased soundproofing under the floor mats, in addition to HVAC duct bubble wrap insulation that won't get wet and soak up water under the floor mats. And the firewall, footwells, and all of that have been done. The roof has been soundproofed. And the back of the vehicle also, the floor all the way back to the tailgate is also insulated that way. Seat covers are new. Parchment types, colored. The console came out of a Ford Explorer, slightly modified to fit this vehicle, with an AM/FM Bluetooth radio, Blapunk radio, with auxiliary 12-volt connections, and nice large compartment. And the rear bottom portion has extra cup holders. The vehicle has all new seat covers and seat belts, and the rear quarter side panels are homemade but look pretty nice, I think. The vehicle has a nice headliner that was custom made, and we have a backup camera, which is a modern touch, which is easily removable if you don't like the originality look. The radio has a internal radio antenna, which doesn't seem to work that great. If you live in the city, you'll never have a problem, but if somebody wants to, they probably ought to put an external antenna to get a better reception. But everything works. It has the original radio, which is connected, but there aren't any more AM radio stations, it seems, like where I am. It's there for originality. Those are the original pedals, and like I said, the vehicle only has 19,000, almost 20,000 miles on it. This vehicle didn't have an external spare tire carrier, so I came up with this idea that keeps the vehicle original but functional. This is a custom holder here that you can easily remove. Remove the spare tire and fold this down out of the way if you want to carry something. And it's attached to the back of the seat. To put it back the way if you need to use it, it's very simple. And you have to position it so that it sits squarely, otherwise it will rattle, but if you get it right, it won't. And the cover is just a half cover to make it look good from the outside. The tailgate is not bent or anything, it never was, it works fine. As well as the hatch. So basically that's it. The has a single exhaust. It has a new gas tank and all new gas lines, of course, all new brakes, disc brakes on the front with a power unit. It drives very nicely. All right, let's go for a ride. This Bronco has 3 speeds, 3 in the tree, as you would say. Standard shift. Has a new clutch. These are the original brake pedals that have no wear on them whatsoever. It shifts very nicely. Speedometer works. Has original steering wheel. I was hoping somebody would buy this truck to have for a nice driver. Someone could take it to the next level if they wanted to. I didn't want to do that. It's pretty original, as much as could be expected with everything working. The disc brake upgrade was a really worthwhile thing to do. I really like the brakes on this truck. They're nice and smooth and progressive and very not jerky at all.